Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everyone had a great and safe New Year's. Welcome to 2022. We're going to talk about some updates that just recently came out about how you can protect your C8 on the track or just, driving around. So hope everyone's doing well, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, so stay tuned. Alright, first guys, before we get into the video, I got to tell you about some gear I got for Christmas. My family's awesome. Everybody knows I love Corvettes. So first, I got this awesome shirt. I just got to show it off. And then on the back, which is pretty cool, you can see the US on there. So also got a new hat, which is nice. You can see C8R, show all the Corvette racing fans out there. Jake logo. This is a cool hat. Number 3 and also the number 4, so it's like an official Corvette racing hat. So this is my new hat. I love it. I'll put down a link below, so if you're interested in it, at least you know where to get it. I'm not an affiliate link or anything like that, so it's just if you want to buy a new hat, one like this, you can get it. And this shirt is pretty nice. I like the Corvette on the side, which is pretty sweet. Not sure where my mother-in-law got this. I'm not sure where she got it, but pretty nice. And last, which is my favorite, is this jacket. I mean, look at this. You got the Stingray on the back, and then you got this. Pretty rocking. So first, I gotta show you all this. This is just awesome. It just looks good. Now, this is a medium. It runs a little small for me, but I have gained about 10 pounds recently, so, you might want to size up one. But look at this. This is great. Maybe I can work out, lose a little bit of weight, but, pretty fitting. Looks awesome. I'm ready for my Corvette when I get it and get the Z06. At least I'll be decked out with some gear. So if you're interested in some gear, I'll put down a link on where you can get it. So let's get right into the video. Here in a second, and also make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate it. Small YouTuber. All right, guys, we're gonna start the 22 New Year off with some New Year news. One of the concerns that I have with potentially when I have my C8 is protecting the radiators on track, and I came across some new information that I thought was useful. So this is some new information from Corvetteblogger, who is an excellent source of information. This came out a couple days ago. Looks like Scrape Armor has partnered with Spring Mountain Motorsports and Ron Fellows Performance Driving School. It's a great little read if you want to read it. I'll put a link down in the description below, of course. And one of the interesting things is if we scroll down here, there's these little grates that go over the radiator let's zoom in on this. It has like a hexagon appearance, and that's something that is installed behind this cover. And if you're just driving around or even on track, you don't want rocks hitting your radiators. So this is something I'll be looking at. Hopefully they'll have it available for the Z06 when that time comes. But the other thing is that this is actually an official GM accessory now, and because this company has done some testing with the C8s at the performance driving school, and GM has recognized that. So if we go over to their website at Scrape Armor, it looks like it's going to be $399.95, so $400. And if we click on this, you go down here, look, official partner Chevrolet accessory. So this is great. They're calling it an OEM fit. This, like I said, will go right behind that covering area, and it will protect your radiator. Now, the thing is that I'm always concerned about is putting anything on a car that isn't going to be approved by GM or the manufacturer, and this is. It's the only official GM approved radiator guard for the C8 Stingray. So hopefully I'm sure they're developing something for the C8 Z06 that's coming out. I would, expect that, but from here you don't have to take off the bumper. Looks like it's a easy install, quick release. They have instructions on here.
You know, of course, sometimes they say easy install. I really wonder how easy this really is, but you know, we'll take their word for it, I guess. But the other thing too, if you look in here, this is the before picture of the Radiator. You can see how beat up your Radiator can get from bugs and rocks, and I would think this would have an effect more so on potential cooling issues, and it just doesn't look that great. And if we look after, I mean, wow, that just looks awesome. And I love that pattern too. It really looks good to me. So, you know, do any of y'all have anything like this? It'd be good to know if you want to make a comment on it. Now, another cool thing too is if you look at the C8R, Corvette, the number 4 here, you can see on the side intake panel that they actually have a covering. So when I zoom in here, it looks like a grating is there to prevent rocks and chips as well. So that's kind of interesting. And they also have this one up front. So I'm kind of wondering, can't tell if that's actually the radiator or a grill cover, but I'm wondering what they're using there. Just something to think about, that, you know, if the C8R is able to protect itself on the track, I'm sure the Z06s will hopefully have something as well. What are y'all thoughts on that? Any clarification, if y'all know about this, would be great. Our next set of news comes from a YouTuber called Detroit Muscle 313. I'll put a link on there as well. But he came across this C8 Z06 driving around in Detroit, which is pretty cool. I love this color. I mean, blue is probably one of my favorite colors. But you can see, you know, it's a little blurry, but you can see the Corvette lettering. Also in the video, it has the Z06 badging on there. So, you know, this is, we're getting closer to the production models. But this is, you know, hard top convertible. Just, I love this color. Now, on a sad note, we do have some Corvettes that were damaged in the tornado not too long ago. They apparently are going to be heading for the crusher, unfortunately. That's kind of sad. You can see these, you know, they don't have any panelings on them. There's about 120 cars that were affected. And if we look here at this other one, you know, that's just a sea of C8s that unfortunately are going to be going to the crusher. Now, you know, I know that's sad, but also good news is, at least if you were one of these, customers who were on the list to get one fairly soon, and if this is one of your cars, at least you know that you're going to get one that is not affected by the tornado, and there won't be any, you know, potential questioning if there any issues with your car. I guess that's, you know, glass half full way of looking at it, but still, it's a fairly sad sight, and you know, it's just a bummer. But at least from what I read, they will be, those that were affected will be queued to the front of the line. At least from some of the news from again, Corvetteblogger, for what I was reading on there. Now next we have Car Coach Reports, and again I'll put a link on here, but this lady was interviewing Shad Balch, the Director of Communications for the Z07, and pretty interesting video. You know, one of the things I couldn't understand is at about 3 minutes and 22 seconds in the video, it says that he mentions the reveal a few weeks ago. So she just put out this video, but in that video he also mentioned that. So I'm not sure if this is a new video, old video. If anybody has some comments on that, that'd be great. But there was a few takeaways that I got from it, and one is he mentions that she asked him, is this a limited type of car, and or model, and he says no, it's not a limited number. He's going to attempt to keep up, that GM's going to attempt to keep up with the customer demand. which was actually pretty awesome for all of us who were on the list. But as the list keeps growing, there's a lot of interest for this car. So, that tells me that GM's going to try to fulfill as many orders as they possibly can, despite, all the downfalls of things going on in the world. So in a way, that's some good news. Number two is that there's still no MSRP still, which is kind of, frustrating. I'm eagerly wanting to know what this car is going to cost, and I know a lot of people are. So that is still not available, unfortunately. But there was another piece of information in there that said that it would be coming soon, and that it's going to be consistent with what the price is from the actual Stingray model to the Z06 in previous generations. So, if we do some calculations and math, we should be just under 90,000. And, with inflation, who really knows, with all the way the economy is right now, hopefully it'll be under 90. I think that's a sweet spot for GM, that at least from my perspective as a customer, anything under 90 is just a bargain. I mean, that's just amazing, mind-blowing, this type of car potentially for that price. But we will see. Now, our last piece of news comes from National Corvette Museum. And if we go to the events tab here, there's some information about the upcoming NCM Bash that is set for April 28th. Some of y'all, I'm kind of new to this. I've never been to one, but this is something that I'm actually going to try to plan to go to. Now, my wedding date is around this time in May, so hopefully, I can work that out to with the wife. Maybe we could do a wedding anniversary / Corvette Bash. I don't know. It's going to be tight, but we'll see. Keep my fingers crossed. Registration is not open yet, but it should be coming open pretty soon. Like it says here, open early 2022. But I will, as soon as I hear anything, I'll post a comment in the comments page, and that would be great to go to if I can somehow manage that. And that's a great time too, from what I was reading, and it looks like hopefully they'll have some Z06s there, a bunch of different colors, because I'm still kind of torn about the color I want. Elkhart Lake Blue is I love blue. That's my favorite color probably, but I have not seen that car in person. And my favorite color overall is actually from the C7 series. It was, I believe, the Laguna Blue. And I just love that color. Just just how kind of light the blue is, and the new blue that they have. I don't know. The Elkhart Lake. I'll just have to see. Now the gray speaks to me as well, and of course the yellow. I don't know. There's so many to choose from. I kind of like them all, but it's just have to wait and see, and hopefully we might even be able to sit inside the car. That would be great to kind of get a feel for it. But anyways, anybody else going, that'd be good to know, and hopefully I can make it work. All right, guys, well, that is it for today, and we will hopefully have a great new year, and if appreciate it if you subscribe if you enjoy this video.